you, the voice of the beat. You know what I won't blaze up. Come on, blaze up.
It's a beat for me.
Wow, 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy, for your boy, for your boy, for your boy. Also for your boy, mix it for your boy. Drop it for your, wow, 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 lift it up.
What's up? Hey y'all. Hey y'all. As y'all hear the pitter patter. Girl. Good morning. Shout out to the snow. They said we could stay home again today. So you already know how that go. Shout out. What's up? Dimple Pop, thank you for becoming a new member. Why I feel like you becoming a member every day? What's going on? Girl, every day it look like you becoming a new member. I mean, I'm here for it, but I'm just trying to make sure you good. Good morning. Y'all know this cold weather be making my lips a little chapped. So I had to, get them together. Thank you so much for becoming a member, Dimple Pop. All right, we got a cute little show today, guys. First of all, thank you to the snow. Because we got another snow day. Yes, we do. Yeah, and it's just lit, bruh, on my mama. Like, y'all heard that? Do y'all hear the pitter patter? I don't understand it. I really don't get it. Like, it's so unnecessary. You know what I'm saying? Like, now he over there making snow angels on my good carpet, but he better not, girl. Look, anyways, let's move on. But yeah, we got a cute little show today, you guys. Another snow day for me, so I'm here for that. Shout out to everybody in the building. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. If you are returning Dollar Dawn, returning Dollar Dawn, welcome back. We got a cute little show today. We're gonna talk about how Boosie is over there begging Trump for a pardon. Sorry, my eye itching. John Legend down there singing to the firefighters, talking about take it slow. And I want to kick him in the back of the knees. We also got Bow Wow versus Laveon Bell on Who is the King of New York? Not New York. That's a movie. I swear, bro. On my mama, this dude was laid down, ain't did nothing. He ain't want nothing. He ain't want. Not all of a sudden. And he just making the rounds. Bro, this dude a hater, bro. I don't care what nobody see. But anyway, Bow Wow versus Laveon Bell on Who's the King of Columbus, Ohio. We also got ICE arresting 308 illegals day one of the new whole immigrant get him up out of here situation. Snoop Dogg is still running around acting like he ain't canceled, and I believe that he's not, okay? Also, Diddy is suing the people who made that book, that man and that lady who had did that press conference saying that was Kim Porter's memoirs. He's suing those folks. And then we also have Antioch high school shooting. We're going to get into that as well. The person was revealed to be a black person. However, he is not from Acorn, okay? And that's just that on that. See, this is why that delineation thing is very important, because they're trying to loop us all together to make us all seem like we're all on this craziness together. Let me tell you something. Even with that that person that did the thing in New Orleans, yes, he was black of melanated skin, but he was not black American. And I'm of the belief that this Antioch school shooter is not either, but we're going to get into the story in that as well. But nevertheless, y'all get in here, like the video. Where we at on likes? 318 watching and 124 likes. Y'all just refuse to hit that like button. It's crazy. Skater 75, thank you for this being a member for 4 months. Sorry that I'm late. My cat Brimstone was acting up. Girl, they must be on the same wavelength as Saint. Girl, because these animals. Thank you for being a member for 4 months. Angela Jefferson, thank you for the super chat. Good morning, Voodoo Mods and chat. Love you down, Acorn. Yes, love y'all down to the ground. Okay, get the likes up, please. I would surely appreciate it if y'all did that. Hold on, I got a question in the chat. We got to get into the show. T. Hames say, Voodoo, can you please explain accountability and being an acorn? Okay, so accountability for anything. I guess accountability is being responsible for your actions. If we're just saying like in general, yeah, that's accountability. I mean, but as far as acorn. The reason so just like we have FBA, African American, I have found that one day I was talking about how we need to differentiate us from other black people or melanated people, because we're not all the same. Even though we share melanin, we're not the same. And one of those ways I was giving an example of that was the movie Set It Off. And in the movie Set It Off, I was talking about how old boy went to the Acorn Project and he wanted to get the AP tatted in the back of his head, or not tatted, but etched in the back of his head. And old boy told old girl to put the AP in the back of his head. I said, and she understood that even though he black, even though he a Negro, he ain't even from Acorn. And I had this little sound bite. He ain't even from Acorn. And that was just the way to determine who's who, right? So Acorn people knew that they were different from the other people. And that was the way I was trying to explain it to Black Americans. And it just kind of stuck. So, typically when I see somebody that's black and they ain't Black American, I'd be like, he ain't even from Acorn. I hope that helps a little. You know what I mean? It's just a little funny little thing. It ain't, you know what I mean? It ain't like, it ain't like FBA, like it ain't like an official thing. It's just a little funny thing that I got. So I hope that helps explain to people. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Let's get into the show. Okay. Yay. So first of all, Travis Hunter came out. Well, not like that, but Travis Hunter had decided to come and show his face. Y'all know y'all had ran him off the internet, talking about his old lady. And I love to see the little boy out in the streets. Because at the end of the day, he seemed like a nice little boy. He just misguided, That's about it. He just misguided. So here go Travis Hunter. Let me get the video up. Y'all get the likes up. He had done deleted all his all his social media because of the backlash he was getting for wifing a whore and a slut. Okay. But he decided that, enough is enough. I'm ready to come back outside. And it's him at the basketball game. Now, mind you, he's going to the NFL. Like, that's not even a question. He will be in the NFL. He got a shout out at this game. Who this is playing anyway? I don't even know. But anyway, he was at the game looking like he's having fun. I love that for him. I think as Black America, we've done our part. All we can do now is sit back and wait for the blow up because it's coming. Okay. We can't make this boy, you know what I mean? We just can't make him be something or understand what he don't know. We all being young, when you're young, you feel like can't nobody tell you nothing. You start smelling your drawers. He got his first piece of what, and now he just, he gone. So we gotta let him go. Even the birds let they little chicks go. So let him go. One thing about it, two things for sure. He'll be back, and when he come back, we'll give him a little thrashing, pop, but then we'll step them all back in the fold because he is one of us and we got to have more patience for us. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, he's young. You can't tell him nothing that it is what it is. Now, one thing I saw, girl, one thing I saw was one thing about an athlete. An athlete is an athlete. Remember, girl, I'm your favorite athlete's favorite athlete, OG. An athlete is an athlete. And people don't know this, but Travis Hunter says, remember we were talking about people's first love, but he said his first love was basketball. Yes, he did. Hold on. Let me get it up here. And the boy is really, really good. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I told y'all this happened to everybody with gifts. Look, check it out.
Bro, I was born a basketball player.
As a force stronger than nature.
I love that song. I can't let y'all hear the song, so I'll just sing it for the song. Hallelujah. That's Sade. That's big forehead Sade. There's a woman in Samaya. She tends to give no mercy. Whatever she be saying.
I would like to be that great.
She cries to the heavens above. There is a storm in my heart. She lives in a world she didn't choose. And it hurts like brand new shoes. And it hurts like brand new shoes. Girl, I don't know what that lady was thinking about, but that's on fire. I ain't gonna lie. That's on fire. Shout out to Big Forehead Sade, girl. She did her thing, but it ain't about her. Look at that boy playing basketball. That boy good. That boy really good though. And you know, like I say, he young, dumb, and full of you know what. Girl, let them churn go out there and bump their head. You feel what I'm saying? Let them churn go. That's the problem. We don't let our churn go. Bad enough we preventing them from falling off their bike. So they soft. You know what I'm saying? All our churn, mine too. Mine did fall off her bike, as a matter of fact. She actually had a traditional upbringing. But ultimately, most of our kids, we didn't let them fall off their bike. So now they gotta fall out off their knees or something. I don't know. Girl, let them churn bump their heads. Shout out to Travis Hunnam. Yay, and then that's that on that. I mean, like, girl, let him go do what he gotta do, girl. It just is what it is, you know. But nevertheless, I just wanted to share that with y'all. It's good to see them outside, you know, because you know, social media, our children are so fragile, bruh. Our children are so fragile, girl. They being jumped off the bridge, and we don't want that. We don't want that, okay? So shout out to Travis Hunter. Queen Kyra, thank you for becoming a new member. Thank you so much. I think I saw something else in here. Method to my madness. Thank you for becoming a new member. Thank you so much. Angela Jefferson, thank you for the super chat. Good morning, Voodoo Doll, mods, and chat. Love you down, Acorn. I think I read you. All right, cool. So, all right. Thank you again, Angela Davis. So, let's get into the show, honey. Where we going? Girl, let's get John Legend on here. First and foremost, this is just me. You know what I'm saying? You got people in jail for non-violent crimes. Hold on. They non-violent crimes, so I'll give them that. These people is down in prison for non-violent crimes or whatever the case may be. And is we supposed to just act like, you know, they want to hear John Legend coming over there in his bass alto, talking about take it slow. Oh, we don't want to hear that girl, but John Legend, you know how it is. So he ended up going over there anyway with the craziness. Hold on, let me get him on here. Let me get him up here. Girl, I couldn't believe this. I said, now who asked him to come out here, first of all? Second of all, who asked him to sing? And then third of all, this song of all these boys is doing time. Do you think they want to hear John Legend out there talking about take it slow? No, girl, them people was mad, girl. I mean, they sat there and listened, but I know me. Girl, I'd have threw an ice chip in his head. Girl, look at you. Girl, I swear, America is the most unserious place that want to act like they serious, and I hate that for us because we just don't, you know, we just don't even see when them people be playing in our face. Girl, look at John Legend. Hold on. Now he's sitting around all the inmate firefighters. Them boys just trying to go home, and look at John Legend talking about take it slow. Look, wait, hold on. I want y'all to be able to see it. See it. Look.
Maybe we should take it slow. Take it slow. Oh, this time we'll take it slow. Take it slow. Oh, this time
wait.
we'll take it slow.
Pay attention to Buddy right here. See, bro, right here. Now, mind you, these are non-violent offenders. But I feel like bro behind John Legend right here, he ready to hit that nigga in the back of the head. And at this point, if he would have did it, I would have said, look, watch when they get a close-up on Buddy. Look.
Maybe we should take it slow. Take it slow. Oh, this time we'll take it slow. Take it slow.
Look a buddy right. Buddy, look, bro behind him thinking about, man, look. Man, they already got me for 2. I might as well get another one on the back end. Look, I might as well risk getting one on the back end and hit this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing? Like, what? Did anybody check the temperature before they had John Legend coming in here talking about take it slow? But nigga, man, if you don't get from around here, bro. Nigga really just out here fighting fires so they can get out of jail early. Nigga might not even make it back to the jail to even get out. And you around here talking about take it slow. For real, bro. Like, I understand that man in the back. And I feel like that man was contemplating on how he should move forward. He had his whole life but listen, and he thinking about, man, he behind him like, man, I hit this nigga. Like, they gonna give me another year though, and I'm almost home. Well, fuck it, man. Now my old lady done left me anyway. I might as well. You know what I'm saying? My kids don't even like me. Shit, my mama gone. I don't know. You know, my mama dead. My daddy dead. My brother's a dope fiend. I'm ducking the feds. Hey, I'm glad he didn't hit him. No, I actually wish he would have hit him. But he didn't. And you know, John Legend, I don't know why they invited you over here. First of all, who asked for you to come over here? Somebody put in the chat, he should have been saying, give me the green light. Give me just one night. I'm ready to go right now. I hate John Legend. I hate him. I do. I really do. At first, I liked him. Then when he was with that weird clear woman who liked pizzas, we'll leave it there. And then, a bunch of other things. I hate him. I don't like him. I really don't like. There's nothing about John Legend I like. I hate how his voice is like a tenor alto. I hate that he always sounds like he in the deep gospel choir, the Mississippi Mass Choir. I hate that he sing regular songs and make it sound like a choir song. I hate that he play the piano. I hate his lining. I hate his eyes look like he Asian, but he a nigga. Like I just don't like him. I just don't like him. I don't like him. Am I wrong? I just don't like him. But nevertheless, he went down there to sing to the people, talking about how it says, look at the thing says, as LA continues to come together for those trying to rebuild the lives after deadly fires, John Legend shared a moment with nearly 1,000 prisoners who have a huge hand in fighting the fires. The singer took to Instagram with the prisoners from California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation to thank them for their service. John also brought awareness to the amount of money the prisoners get paid. After a 24-hour shift, they described their intense work on the line. He says they are often the first to arrive and the last to leave and perform the toughest and riskiest tasks to protect our communities, he wrote. He added, we needed to advocate for the higher wages for incarcerated workers. These brave firefighters currently earn between $5 and $10 a day. The Grammy Award-winning singer was also captured singing his hit, Ordinary People to Men. Let me say this. I agree. I do think they should get more than $5 a day. Now, I think if I'm not mistaken, don't when the people go to prison, they bills and stuff stop, like they can't pay child support and all of that. I feel like if you're gonna go to prison and like get paid regular money, which I think they should have to do the same thing like they would if they out, like taxes, like but I do think they should get paid. I do, but maybe that kind of defeats the purpose of being in prison. I don't know.
Right now we're in Pasadena at the Rose Bowl. I'm with Washington Ridge, Camp 44, and we're on the Houston Fire.
I think everybody in the state, everybody in the country realizes how important you all are, especially now.
We just wanted to highlight it and thank you and make sure we publicize what you're doing and also advocate for you so that the state continues to take care of you and shows its gratitude beyond, this moment.
This group right here, Crews GC 3 and 5, like, we're real unique compared to a lot of other crews because before this, like you said, we were in jail cells.
Yeah.
Like, without these two right here and the opportunity they gave us, we wouldn't.
Is it me? Why I don't see that many black firefighters? It's a lot of the essays. Is it just me? Like, this is a real question. It's a lot of essays out there. What are Negroes? You mean ain't no Negroes that want to fight the fires? Let me find out they being selective on who they choosing to give these skills. Because let me tell you something. These firefighters are getting the opportunity, so when they come out, they get to go get jobs. Where the Negroes at? I know Negroes don't mind fighting no fires. Where they at? Because these firefighters, because they're non-violent offenders, are going to be able to come out of the prison and get opportunities to work at the fireplace. Like for real. I'm just saying. I don't know. Something about this don't sit right with me. It's a bunch of essays.
There are things that all of us can do as citizens to advocate for better conditions for you, for more access to programs like this, and making sure that when you come back home, that you have opportunities waiting for you.
3. Oh, John, shut up. Listen.
Right now,
I just caught on to that, but shout out to the SA firefighters. I already know they say LA is racist. I already know that. I know that, and guess what? The Mexicans be racist too. I know that. I know it. I definitely know it. Death God say they not citizens. I don't know. Y'all get the likes up on the video, but John Legend went around there singing for them people, and them people didn't ask him to come. Hell, they should have got Boosie to get down there and say, you want to talk shit? You want to run your mouth? You want some gangsters front your mother in-house? We accept this. That's what they should have had up in there. But that might have got them too riled up. The pretty lawyer and accountant, thank you so much for becoming a new member. That might have got them riled up. They might have started thinking about retaliation is a must. You know what I'm saying? And I guess they ain't want them to feel like that, At least if they was black, that'd have got them riled up. Thank you, Bria J for the super chat. She says, I've been having a very emotional morning and definitely needed to pick me up this morning. You would have thought I was Meek Mills with the Twitter fingers. How fast I clicked the notification bell. Girl, Meek Millie, Freak Mills, girl, yeah. I'm glad. Hopefully I can help you feel a little better, and hopefully the rest of your day goes wonderful, my love. Don't let nothing get you too down now. Please don't do it. Don't let nothing get you too down. Yay. Thank you so much for the super chat. T. Haynes, what is you talking about? Voodoo, are you telling us that blacks need to more visible and accountability in a more legitimate way? Of course. Blacks do need to be more visible and accountable in a more legitimate way. Because see, this is the thing. If they had a whole company of black or mostly black firefighters, that's too much of a positive image, even for inmates. Think about it. Imagery is everything. Imagery is literal everything. If they had a company that was predominantly black, I promise you that would be too much positive imagery, even for inmates. So what they do, it seems to me like they're going picking a whole bunch of essays and letting them come do it because they rather give them the positive outlook than us. You see what I'm saying? Because they don't want these young black boys to see right now they got the black boys thinking all they could do is be an athlete, a rapper, or something like that. God forbid these young kids want to do stuff like they used to. Like back then, I remember people say, I want to be a firefighter. I want to be a police. They don't want that imagery out of there. So yeah, I do think that is by design. I don't think that's a coincidence. You know what I mean? At all. Anyways, let's move on, y'all. We got to move to the next topic. So, where was I going to go next? Oh, so we got him out the way. We got which one? Him out the way. Now, let's go to Boosie asking Trump for a pardon. Girl, thank you for the super chat. The pretty lawyer and accountant. I'm sorry. Now, Voodoo, black folks ain't saving no people from no fire or water, especially if we just got out of jail. Well, they still in, and I ain't gonna lie. Now, not to put y'all in my business, because I ain't trying to put you in my business, but I'll just say I had a run-in or two with some firefighters that was from Acorns. And when I went down to the firefighter house, all of them was from Acorns. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, we just gonna leave it right there. You know what I'm saying? Also in New Orleans, all of the firefighters for the most part is black. I ain't gonna lie, black people do be want to save people from fires. Yes, they do. As a matter of fact, at one point, we had really dominated that industry. Yes, we did. At one point, I just think the new kids, we don't, our kids that we raised, I'm talking about, if you're in that millennial, gen, what is it, X or Z? I don't know. If you was born in the 80s, 70s, hell, maybe even the early 90s, listen, we ruined our kids. We literally ruined our kids. All of us. We ruined our kids. They don't have no desire for nothing. They don't want nothing. They don't fear nothing. It's our fault. So our new kids don't want to do stuff like that. But for the longest, those industries were dominated by black people. But the new ones we done raised, because we thought spoiling them and giving them everything on a platter was going to just make everything okay. It literally backfired on us. And our kids are soft as baby poop. And yeah, and they don't have no desire for nothing. And because it's all because of us. It's our fault. It's our fault. I think where we messed up was we were so hell-bent on not being our parents that we wouldn't even take the good that some of our parents did, because they wasn't all the way wrong. They wasn't all the way wrong. I don't know who needs to hear this in the chat. I don't know who needs to hear this in the chat that was born between the 70s, the 80s, and maybe the early 90s. If it's you, it's going to hit you hard. But I need you to understand me. Listen to me and listen to me good. Your parents wasn't all the way wrong. I don't care what they did. All of it wasn't wrong. And that's where we messed up. Yeah. But you know, accountability is a must. And at the end of the day, we messed up. We messed up because instead of us picking the things that worked and doing away or updating the things that didn't, we completely disregarded everything and thought we just knew everything. Oh, yes, we did. We thought we knew everything. We don't need to do, nope, I'm going to do it like this because I went to college and college told me this and college told me that and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. We ruined a whole generation or two of people because we thought we knew it all. We were wrong. We were wrong. And we were wrong to not at least take the good and the bad. For instance, if you had a strict parent, you probably hated that and say, you know, I'm not going to be so strict on my kids. But, you know, at the end of the day, kids need structure. So, yay, some kind of discipline and some kind of boundary need to be there. Not take everything away altogether. Okay? Yay. So, we were wrong, and our parents weren't all the way wrong. Even the worst ones, there was something good you could have taken away from them, and we didn't. And now it's our fault that none of our kids want to be doctors, lawyers. They don't want to do it, and we wonder why all the immigrants got all the jobs, because we don't even make our children get summer jobs. Let's talk about it. Most of us don't even make our kids get summer jobs. We get them brand new cars, 16. Spending $20,000 on the prime. He ain't did nothing to deserve it. Nigga barely could read. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mean to go off on a tangent, but this is stuff I be thinking in my head. You know what I'm saying? We give them every little thing. We don't require nothing of them. We don't expect nothing of them. That's why they still living in our houses at 25 and 30. Y'all ready to have that conversation or no? I will talk about it on another day, but it's our fault. It's our fault. And as a person who's in that generation, I'm willing to say ours because I'm a part of that generation. And yeah, it's our fault. But hopefully, well, I don't know. Hopefully we didn't ruin our kids. But I do think that the reason why these immigrants could come and take all these jobs is because our kids don't want to work, and they know they don't have to work because they mamas or their daddies is gonna take care of it, and we ruined them. Whereas when I grew up, if you wanted something, my mama wasn't going to spend all her money on no Jordans. So you want some Jordans, you get your ass out there and go get a job. So I ran with my head up to McDonald's to go get me a job because I want to go get long nails and I want to get my hair done. And things that my mama said she not spending her money on, I wanted to spend my own money on. So I ran and got me a job, and I've been working ever since. Our kids now, they don't have to get a job because mama gonna pay for them to get their hair done every week or two. Mama gonna make sure they have all the new shoes. Mama and daddy gonna make sure they got the brand new car. They ain't work for nothing. Ain't work. They don't even know what a job feel like. And when they finally do get a job, they last this long because they know they don't have to work there because my mom and daddy got me. So when we look at the outcome, and it's for all of us, me included, when we look at the outcome of our kids and our race, we can't look at nobody but us in the mirror. So that's that on that. Let's move on because I don't want to beat us down too much, but sometimes certain things got to be said. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes certain things got to be said and we messed up. Let's move on. So, okay, where was I going? Oh, the Boosie. Was I going to Boosie? Yeah, Boosie is over there begging Trump for a pardon, girl. You know what I mean? Boosie is over there begging Trump for a pardon, and then when he got called out on it, he got mad and was like, y'all just hating. He was like, but at the end of the day, y'all ain't gonna help me get out of my situation. Now, Boosie, you know you a fed. Stop with all of that. You don't need Trump to pardon you. You're part of the game. Allegedly. But anyway, Boosie asked Trump for a pardon over there begging like a dog. And the people got on him as they should. Because, boy, and again, I keep telling y'all, these celebrities been lying to y'all. These celebrities been lying to y'all. They are not doing what you think they're doing. They just telling you that, duck goose. They're saying one thing online and going behind when they had press in live, they doing something completely different. So now look at Boosie begging Trump for a pardon. I hope he never get it. It says Boosie urges Trump to look at his current criminal case. Biden's DOJ charged me with the same gun charge he pardoned his son of. Now, mind you, was Boosie anti-Biden when Biden was in office? Because see, this is what you're going to start noticing. A lot of these people who were either quiet or pro-Kamala and pro-left, you're going to see a lot of them come out like Snoop, and we'll get to him next, but you're going to see a lot of them come out in agreement and in celebration of Trump. And this is what you got to know. What you have to know is they were secretly already like that. Don't let them tell you, oh, well, it is what it is. He's the president. We got to respect it. Bull crap. Don't let them tell you that. They were already thinking that and doing that behind the scenes. But now that Trump is in, they can be vocal about it because all they got to do is hide behind the idea of, yeah, I had to do it because he the president now. So don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. Okay? So with that being said, he's asking for a pardon. He says, listen, Trump, check my case out. My case was dismissed, but Biden's DOJ recharged me with the same gun charge Biden pardoned his son of. I was told I am the only person in the country facing that charge now. President Trump, I was already given a 10-year sentence in state in 2009 for third offense of marijuana, grams. I never was even offered rehab straight to prison. In Trump, I'm Boosie. I'm a rapper, filmmaker from Baton Rouge. I was targeted, my mouth in things I stand on, got me, he cannot write, get me in a lot of shit, but I'm real. My lawyer, Megan Blanco, can explain this case. She even knew the charges and against you were bad. She even spoke about it on the radio. See, Boosie, this is a problem. This is the problem with Boosie. See, one thing about Lil Wayne and one thing about Yak, Kodak Black, they were vocal about their support for Trump. Like from the beginning. Like when everybody was pro, even Waka Flocka, it wasn't fake. They were vocal. These three men were vocal about their support for Trump, even when they were getting ostracized and targeted for it. Those people were vocal about their support for Trump. So when Kodak Black and Wayne needed a pardon, it was a no-brainer for Trump to go ahead and pardon them. Because Trump, and think about it, if I'm Trump, most of the blacks hate me because the left told them to, right? But they got a few blacks, especially ones who are influential, like rappers, that really riding with me unapologetically. So if they need something, yeah, I'm pulling up. But see, a Boosie, you a tap dancing Uncle Tom fool. Now you want to go over there talking about Trump, Biden administration. Why you didn't say that when Biden was in office? Because you knew if you would have said that, you would have got the backlash, and you wasn't even willing to stand on all 10. And the fact is, it's fake. And that's probably why Trump is not going to pardon you. If I was Trump, I wouldn't pardon you. You want to be quiet when it was in there, then take your lick. Take your lick, because Boosie should have came out when when Biden pardoned his son. He should have came out when he found out that he was getting the only person in America charged for that. You should have came out and been anti that stuff then. Don't speak out about it now. But again, it's convenient now. It's convenient now. Oh yes, and let this be known. Thank you, Nola girl. He is from Baton Rouge, not New Orleans. That's a whole. New Orleans is a country. Okay, let's really be clear about that. A lot of y'all like to say, but it's all in Louisiana. No, sir. New Orleans is a country. Okay, we working on becoming a continent. I know we are located in the area of the place that they say is Louisiana, but at the end of the day, New Orleans is its own country. So let that be a lesson to you guys that we never mistake Baton Rouge, Lafayette, Lake Charles, in none of that, girl. That's stuff outside of our country. We don't, you know what I mean? We know the people like, hey, how y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? But we don't, no shade. Shout out to my people outside of the country. But I'm just saying, yeah, no. Even the Metairie and the West Bank people hate the bust y'all bubble. Y'all outside of the country too. But neither here nor there. I'm saying all that to say, let's be clear. Boosie is from outside the country of New Orleans. It's not the same. Right. So anyways, back to what I was saying. Thank you, Nola girl, for putting that out. But anyway, like I was saying, so Boosie is fake. And that's why the man, I hope he don't pardon you. I really do. I hope he don't, because you fake. And guess what? If the next administration come in and they left, you're going to be over there hollering that shit with them. Or you're going to stay quiet. You a lame, you fake, and nobody's going to believe you. Okay? Now, after that, so Boosie started getting backlash, y'all. So he started getting backlash because people was like, oh, Boosie, you fake. We about to cancel you. Y'all not canceling Boosie. You want to know why? See, this is the thing. And I don't even understand why certain people get all riled up about the threat of being canceled. Y'all not about to cancel Boosie. You know why y'all not going to cancel Boosie? Well, first and foremost, let's start here. All of the D9 organizations stumped to all his music. Wipe Me Down. Come on now. And y'all know when he plays Set It Off, y'all gonna forget about everything. So stop with the cap. Y'all not about to cancel no Boosie. And Boosie, you'll be a new age fool to believe that. But he was going back and forth with the people, talking about how y'all can't really be mad at me because basically I needed a pardon and nobody else was gonna help me. And I get it. But at the end of the day, y'all not about to cancel Boosie. He is not one of those people. He's not one of those people that y'all gonna cancel. Like, it's just that on that. Let's get into what Boosie had to say. Okay. Oh no, little girl. Now you doing the moves, girl. Y'all all step to Wipe Me Down. Now your one in from wherever you was at probably didn't do it, but I have seen the Deltas, the Qs. I've seen all of them get in the line. Put a one in the chat. If anybody ever been around the D9, now I ain't gonna let you lie. Now anybody who been around the D9 know every single one of them people be in a ski. Whoop whoop. Woo! All of them be in the line. It be the dogs, then it be the AKAs, then it be all of them in the line. Even the ones we don't know, the Zetas. Because you made me say it. Even the ones we don't know, the Iotas. Girl, who? It only be about 6 of them though. But for real, even the ones we don't know be in the line doing they. Girl, stop it now. Don't do that. Don't do that. Just because your line might have not did it, but everybody be doing it. Everybody be BOOSIEBADAZZ. That's me. All y'all. Don't do that. 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 Just because your line didn't do it yet, don't mean that the girls on the. I be seeing them all in the line, girl. All in the line. Don't do that now. Now all the people in the chat must be lying too. Girl, please go lay down, Nola girl. Please go lay down. Please. They done all stepped the Boosie. Every single one of them done stepped the Boosie now. Y'all can't. Matter of fact, I'm of the belief. Oh, okay. So you say you pledged in 86. Well, girl, you got to come up to the new age. See, back in 86, y'all was step line dancing to New Jack Swing. That's why. See, when you was in, y'all was doing y'all step to New Jack Swing. But now in the 2000s, all of them do to the Boosie. Every single one of them. Every single, yeah, they was over there. They was doing their steps to MC Hammer. Whoa. Yeah, that's the one, SL. Just like candy, I can feel it when you walk. Even when you talk, it takes just like candy. Yeah, don't do that now. Oh Lord, girl, and every time, I ain't gonna lie, this is no shade. Shout out to the iota people. But every time I see the iotas and the zetas, it be like three on the iotas and like 6 on the zetas. And they just be looking like the rejects. Let me ask y'all a question. Who in here from the D9 people? Get me up here. Because I always wondered this. Tell the truth and don't lie. Don't lie. Don't lie. Do y'all put the slow people in the iotas and the zetas and all of that? Do y'all put the rejects? Do y'all make them people try to go into the big ones like the deltas and the AKAs, and then y'all reject them all the way down the line? And then y'all say, you know what I'm saying? And then do y'all just be like, y'all go over there to that one over there? I always wondered that, because every time I get to them, they always look, different. They just always look different. I'm not saying they just be looking a little different. I've always wanted to ask that. And anybody who ever been to a step show know I'm not lying. They don't look like the other people, and their jackets be wrinkled. They do. Their jackets be wrinkled. Let's move on, because I don't want them people to try to drag me down to the ground. I'm just asking a question. They just look a little different. That's it. That's all I'm saying. Let's move on. Back to Boosie, because this ain't about me. Yeah. Okay. All right. Y'all do too much. Now, come on now. But I always did want to know that. If anybody want to send me an inbox, or if you want to be anonymous and tell the truth, reach out to me on any type of media, voodoodollpodcast@gmail.com. Please, if you want to be anonymous, I'm not going to say who you is. Just tell me the truth. You know what I'm saying? Just tell me the truth, because I've always wondered that, even from, when I was little and I used to see him, I just always wondered. Let's move on. So anyway, Boosie responds to the people mad that he asking for a pardon. He says, damn, I know so many people don't want me to be pardoned. This social media world would rather see you fall than be great. Not just with me, any famous person. You better know that soon as you get into some shit, they gonna kick you way harder when you was down than they lifted you up when you was up. He says, we gotta stay out of trouble. People want you in prison away from your kids because they have never been. He said, it's funny to them because they have never been. He said, oh, and one more thing. Y'all saying I shouldn't ask for a pardon? Shut the F up. I'm going to keep asking. This my life. I asked Biden for 1 month ago, and now I'm asking Trump. Where I'm from, closed mouths don't get fed. My case was already dismissed. I deserve a pardon. Hashtag argue with your mama. See, that's how you know he ain't from New Orleans, because we would say argue with your mom. But he said your mama. But, nevertheless, Boosie said y'all could kiss the blackest part of his ass. He asked Biden for a pardon. Biden said, I don't pardon Negroes. So now he's asking Trump. Trump has had a history of pardoning onesie twosies of Negroes. So he's trying his luck. He's trying his luck. We're trying to see if Trump gonna give him a pardon. And you know what? Like he said, closed mouths don't get fed, but open mouths don't get nothing either. So at the end of the day, Boosie, I hope he don't pardon you. I know, I do. Because I feel like you lame and you fake. And plus, I remember that time you struck my channel for using your Instagram live. So yeah, I still ain't forgot that, and I still don't forgive you for that. I remember that time you struck my channel because I used one of your Instagram lives in one of my videos, and you don't even own them Instagram lives. And you struck my channel when I first got on here. Yes, you did. You struck my channel, girl. And people had said that was back when you use other people's content. They'd be like, "Oh, this is a strike," and I say, "Oh my God, it's an Instagram live." And then when I had them review it, you still came back and said that's my content, and I said, "How when it's on Instagram?" So yeah, as a matter of fact, not only do I hope you not get the pardon, I hope they come bring your ass back to prison today. Let's move on. So anyway, guys, I want to move on. Let's move on to Snoop Dogg. So Snoop Dogg, he has been acting like he not canceled. And at this point, I don't think he's canceled. I mean, he's got 88 million followers on Instagram. That's a big deal. You know what I mean? So Snoop Dogg, after going to the place, doing what he had to do, after telling y'all one thing, you know, and doing something completely different per usual, Snoop decided that he was going to get in the studio and say, "I don't think you ever loved me." He played the Tyrese joint. I ain't gonna lie, I don't like the slow one, but that remix one, oh girl, that remix is fire. But this is him telling y'all never loved him in the first place if y'all trying to cancel him. Look. And things got rough. You chose to run. I don't think you ever loved me. Look at la. Not like you said you did. Go ahead on, Snoop. Wasted my time. Go ahead on. Yay. You wouldn't try. Sing one more time. I don't think you ever loved. He said what he said. He said what he said. And you know, at this point, I'm pro get him up out of here, but y'all not gonna get him up out of here. So you can't beat him, join him. You know what I mean? At this point, Snoop is very unbothered, is what he's saying. He's so unbothered that he could just sit there and smoke him a goo. And say that y'all never loved him in the first place, and that's just that on that. You know what I'm saying? Snoop is very cocky. You know, he's very cocky. Is this nigga playing board games on y'all niggas? Is he playing poker? That's a level of and what? And look who liked it, Fat Joe, girl. But he got 101,000 other likes. Let this be a lesson to y'all. I don't think that we have Snoop like we had him at first. Like when he first came out, he belonged to us. Now, I told y'all, now Snoop belonged to them people. Now he belonged to them people. And he knows that. So he went, I think there was another video I want to show y'all where he's just acting like nothing ever happened. And he's talking about how they went to a show or something. Look.
Just got back from seeing Just One of Them Days, and it was an exceptional movie. Shout out to Kiki and SZA, Issa, and the whole cast. Did you like it, boo?
I loved it. It was so good.
See? Real good movie. We need some good shit right now.
They had the Brownies Collection scarf on and them sis earrings.
See? Black girls rule the world. Let's go. Great job. Make sure y'all go check that movie out. That shit is off the chain. It's in theaters now. One of them days.
Like I said, I think the biggest problem I know for me that I have with Snoop was that he was very intentional on misleading the Black community. And I'm only saying misleading because he intentionally had y'all going one way, knowing he was going the complete opposite. And to me, that's just to me, for that alone, he should be canceled. That should be tried under the law of treason, in my opinion. And to the wife, girl, you stronger than me and you better than me. And you know, when Black people say that, we don't really mean it like that. But you better than me, because there's no possible way I would be next to this dude with all of the allegations that he done had. I mean, but I guess love is love, huh? Shout out to Snoop. Let's move on. Yeah, because you better than me. Much better than me. Like literally, like all the way better than me. Like I don't think you could get any more better than that. That's how much better than me you are. But I feel like this. Y'all ain't got them lights up. Y'all don't have them lights up, and I don't too particularly like that. So I'm gonna give y'all a commercial break. Get the lights up, people. Okay? Please and thank you. Lights up.
Go, Peggy. Miss Peggy Bother, Peggy Bother. Make that ass drop, make that ass rock, ooh. Make that ass drop, make that ass rock, ooh. Do it for a whopper, make it wobble for a whopper. Wobble for a whopper, make it wobble for a whopper. Ooh, Peggy Sue, ooh, Peggy, ooh, Peggy, ooh. Peggy about to say she about to work it like a black girl. Make that ass jump, make it rock like a black girl, rock. You fine, Peggy. You fine, Peggy. Ooh, you fine, Peggy. Ooh, bow-legged Peggy and a booty kind of heavy. Bend it on those girl, toot it like a levy. Bow-legged Peggy, booty kind of heavy. Bend that ass over, toot it like a levy. Lift that ass, lift that ass. Ooh, Peggy about to work, she about to rock, she about to move, she about to make it. Oh, this Peggy.
Have you all friend like the video? Y'all like the video. We got to move on. So let's move on to ICE. Let's get them out of the way. So ICE has arrested, you guys. ICE has arrested over 300 and something illegals so far. They are not playing with the girls. A lot of people think everything is a game, but ICE said not today, Satan. Now, I am pro get all of the illegals out of here. Yes, I am. I don't believe that the illegals should be here. People could call me anti this, anti that. I don't care. I'm tired of footing the bill for these illegals. They gotta go. And I said what I said. I'm pro get them up out of here, and I'm unapologetically pro get them up out of here. Now, to the Black Negroes, the Black American who want to be so empathetic to them, that's fine. Everybody's different, as we can see. But ultimately, I really wish that you would have the same sympathy and empathy for your own kind when it pertains to, you know what I'm saying, with the things that we need. But nevertheless, I already understand that we have been socialized and indoctrinated to do the opposite and think the sympathy that we should have for ourselves, we've been indoctrinated to give it to others. And I hate that for us. But ultimately, here we are. So, the 308 illegals. So, okay, boom. So, ICE has been very proactive about getting illegals out of here. Yes, they have. And it is said that so far they rounded up 308 illegals so far. Hold on. But they also have an illegal tracker. Let's get it on. Let's get it up here. Get the likes up on the video, guys. So I guess they're and I honestly, I think this is very nice. There's a tracker, okay? And with the tracker, they're tracking deportations. We have so far 46.8 million total immigrants. And then we have 1.2 that's already deported. We prevented 9.25 million crimes. And that saves 231,227 American lives. I think that deserves a round of applause. I love that. At the end of the day, this dude, Tom Homan, is not playing. He's already said what he was going to do when he got in here. Sometimes you need a no-nonsense person to get in here and do some things that most people won't do because they are afraid to go against the status quo, okay? I ain't gonna lie. For me, I can't speak on nobody else, but for me, this not only gets them out of here, but it saves the lives in a lot of it saves us from a lot of crime that have been committed, and it saves monions out of our pocket. Now, people might say, but it costs money to get them out of here. Yes, I would rather my money that they're going to take anyway go toward getting them up out of here to save future than to worry about not paying at all and then having to pay for them, their kids, their grandkids, and things of that nature. So I am pro. Bye, Felicia. Bye. Because I refuse to sit up there and have the sympathy and empathy for the people who are benefiting and giving us their arse to kiss. Okay, it just doesn't make any sense. Oh, and by the way, I wanted to add this little tidbit. I seen that Mexican woman they had crying at the border, and I feel like that was fake as hell. Let me go get her up here. Hold on. I seen them. It was all a lie though, but y'all ain't ready for that conversation. They had the Mexican lady crying at the border, and they had the people over there all in her face, all in the videos, like, oh my God. And that's how they use us to play on our emotions. Look, you guys, she's crying. She's not going to be able to commit a crime and come illegally across the border. Let's get her up here. You Negroes, that same heart and heart y'all have for each other, I think we need to start getting it for, you get it. Girl, wait. Is that part for me? Not a bitch they went and talking about bye Guadalupe. Girl, let me tell y'all something. This is fake. This is fake. And even if it was real, so what? There's nowhere on this God's green earth that a Black American can go and get that kind of sympathy from a group of people. Period. Let's say it was real. Let's play devil's advocate. Let's say it was real. There's not one place, melanated or not. Listen to me and listen to me good. And I don't want to get y'all in here saying Africa, you a lie. They over there scamming us now as we speak. There's not one place on God green earth where a group of us can go and get this kind of sympathy, especially from a collective of any of those people. I don't care. I don't care. I don't. And I don't. At the end of the day, Guadalupe, it's a crime to cross over here illegally. You should be crying, thanking God that you're not over here getting arrested, okay? I know you probably done sit your churn and thought you was going to come meet them later. Well, don't worry. If things go the way they say it's supposed to go, they'll be back in your arms in no time, okay? But ultimately, you shouldn't have sent your churn across no borders anyway because you don't know what's going to happen to them kids. I get it, survival, but I wouldn't have sent my churn without me. Period, point blank. Okay. But at the end of the day, Maria, yay, girl, go lay down. Go back on the other side of the wall and go lay down. Okay. And it would behoove Black America to have the same outlook on this thing because y'all ain't tired of getting played yet. I guess we still ain't tired of getting played, huh? Girl. Shout out to Tom Homan. Scratch him off the list. Let's move on. She remind me of a West Side Story. Oh, yeah. And by the way, can we please be honest as well? The legal immigrants that are from these places don't want them here neither. Yeah, get Marisol up out of here. Get Marisol up out of here. We got enough. Listen, let me tell you something. Get me up here too. I went down to New Orleans a couple of years ago. Last year and the year before that. For Mardi Gras, no Black people could put up their food and sell their food. But all of the Mexicans had them little portable grills all up and down Bourbon Street, all up and down the street selling them whack-ass tacos. Okay? Negroes, when they would try to set up on the corner, the police would literally arrest them or tell them they have to leave, that they cannot sell their stuff. This is in New Orleans. Anybody in New Orleans know I ain't lying. The Black people, and normally that's what we do. In New Orleans, you can get food off the street and it be real good home-cooked food. We've been doing this for scolds and blows, ages. And when we tried to go out there and sell our stuff, the police was shutting us down. When it came down to the Mexicans with them Instagrills, they was letting them go out there and sell them whack-ass tacos and empanadas. And when the black people asked the police, hey, why is it that we can't sell our food, but they can? The police said, I didn't say it, this is what the police said. The police said we were instructed to stand down and do not mess with them. This is a fact. I'm not making this up. I seen it with my own two eyes. The police was instructed by their higher ups to not mess with them people, okay? So with that being said, my people, when year before last, I went out there. Normally, we used to have Under the Bridge on lock. It wasn't nothing but a bunch of Arabs selling slippers and fake Inichi jeans and stuff like that. Okay? So with that being said, get them up out of here too. I don't have no sympathy for nobody because it's hard for my people to make a living, but they're paving the way for everybody else. Bye, Marisol. Bye, Guadalupe. Bye. No NSYNC. Don't care. Okay? If you want me to sit up here and they're still human. So are my people. So I got to worry about my people first. And that's just that on that. And September Virgo 18 said they do the same thing in Cali. I know they do it. Because they did it in New Orleans, baby. They did it in New Orleans. And I couldn't believe it. Normally, let me tell you something about New Orleans. Y'all see, most of y'all come to New Orleans, y'all go to what do we call it? Y'all go to tourist Mardi Gras. There are 3 different Mardi Gras happening at the same time. 3 different Mardi Gras are happening at the same time. You got the clear Mardi Gras, you got the tourist Mardi Gras, which those two can kind of coincide, and then you got Black Mardi Gras. Matter of fact, the places where Black Mardi Gras at, if you don't know nobody that'll bring you there, you won't never even find it. Okay, let's really be clear. Let's really be clear about that. And at Black Mardi Gras, where it is the most lit, where everybody come now because they done found out about Black Mardi Gras, typically we monopolize selling food, liquor, clothes, everything. But not the past couple years. The past 3-4 years, they done told us that we can't get under there and sell our stuff, but they got all of these folks up here lined up selling as much as they want to sell. Bye. Get them up out of here. Bye. Don't care. Because no, I don't want no tacos for Mardi Gras. I want me a pork chop. I don't want no tacos for Mardi Gras. I want me a sausage. I don't want no tacos for Mardi Gras. I want me a plate of red beans and rice. I don't want no tacos for Mardi Gras. Bitch. The fuck? We ain't turning this into a fiesta. Come back for Cinco de Mayo. I don't want that for Mardi Gras. I don't want that. So, oh well. Let's move on. Let's get into let's go get girl Diddy suing the people with the book. Yeah, girl, I'm telling you, that made me mad. Girl, I don't want that. Oh, I don't want that. Girl, all that good food, girl, people be up 2-3 in the morning. People start cooking the day before, girl, to set up their stuff and put their tables up and all of that. Girl, if it's cold Mardi Gras, don't worry. We got a good warm plate of red beans and rice. You might even get you some gumbo out there, depending on who out there. You know what I'm saying? Girl, we don't want that. We don't want no goddamn taco. And all you're going to put is 3 bell peppers and 2 onions, 2 little slices. We don't want that. We want the man who got the trailer with the grill on it and the speaker on it with the TVs on it. We want to go by him and get our plates. Yeah, we don't want that. We want the man who be out there every year. He got a trailer. He got a grill on the trailer. He got a microphone, and he got somebody on the mic on. He got somebody on the mic saying, "Bob, Bob, 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 Bob," and you walk up, and it's a whole menu list of everything you want. They got cold drinks. They got a ball, top shelf. What's up? We don't. Go away from me with this, Apollo. Go away from me with this. Go away from me with this, Apollo. Apollo, like, ew. We don't want that. Girl, bye. I hope they start in New Orleans because I'm not playing with them this year. Gonna be there. Not playing with them this year. And it's in March, close to my birthday. Not playing with them this year. Let's move on. Okay, so we going to Diddy suing the people for the book, girl. So Diddy is suing the people who came up with that book. Girl, remember the black man? He was doing all them interviews on the Clear People channel, the Clear channel, Sean Atwood and all of them people. This black dude and this lady, I'm gonna show you the video. They came out with the book, the Kim Porter book. And they were basically saying this is Kim Porter's memoirs, but I never quite understood how they get a hold to it. Now, according to the black dude, Courtney Burgess, is that his name? He said somebody gave the book to him, and he was supposed to put the book out. Well, who gave it to you? It's a lot going on. Now, I ain't gonna lie. They say, I haven't seen the documentary yet. I think it's out, the Diddy documentary. But they say that what's the boy name? I can tell you how I feel about you night and day. They said he corroborated a lot of the stuff that was in the book. Now, at first he said the book was a lie when they said Diddy was hitting him from the bike. But then they turned around and said that he got on a documentary and said a lot. LB Show, that's his name. They say that he turned around and corroborated a whole lot that was in the book. So I'm sitting up here saying, well, if that part was true, nevertheless. Anyways, let's get into Courtney Burgess and this lady, Ariel Mitchell. It says, neighbors, Diddy is fighting back. Sean Diddy Combs is taking legal action against Courtney Burgess, a grand jury witness, and attorney Ariel Mitchell, accusing them of spreading false claims and fabricating stories for media attention. The lawsuit alleges the pair fed the public outlandish claims and baseless speculations, including accusations that Diddy possesses video evidence of SA involving celebrities and minors, a claim he vehemently denies. According to TMZ, Diddy also disputed Burgess' assertion that he received Kim Porter's memoirs directly from her, noting that those closest supporter, including her children and longtime roommate, have never heard of Burgess. The lawsuit follows a cease and desist letter previously issued by Diddy's children, warning Burgess against releasing the alleged memoir. In response, Mitchell called the lawsuit a pathetic ploy to silence victims and hints at plans to countersue, accusing Diddy of dodging existing legal battles. Diddy is suing Burgess, Mitchell, and News Nation, the outlet he claims amplified the allegations for defamation, seeking at least $50 million in damages. Now, you're going to need this money, Diddy, because they're on your ass. Now, let's get into some of the interviews that they were doing about the book when they first came out, talking about Courtney Burgess and Ariel Mitchell. Hold on. Let me get the volume on.
The picture being on front of it.
Right.
You understand? I didn't put it there.
Right.
So, they got to worry about bigger things.
Right.
Than what her diary was. You understand?
Right.
They should have started worrying when he was beating her.
Right.
When you start worrying about your mother after the fact.
Right. So, the book, do you think it'll ever be open to the public or after this or?
That'll be the next thing. I've been contracted to go to Amazon and work out whatever legalities that may have existed prior so that we can republish the book.
Wow, so the public will get to see her actual words and thoughts.
So very soon, the actual unedited version. We'll be putting that out soon.
So I'm wondering, do you own the rights, I guess, or how does that work?
I guess the own rights was given to me, right?
Okay. Possession.
And the family for the picture being on front of it.
Right.
You understand? I didn't
been in contact with you. I did watch your YouTube interview. I saw as of 2 weeks ago they haven't been in contact with you. What about today?
Yes.
So they have been in contact with you. Is that why you're here today?
Yes.
Okay.
Homeland Security.
Oh, wow. So were you surprised or was that the call that you were kind of waiting for?
Surprise.
Oh. Do you feel like the interview had anything to do with it or?
Yes.
Yeah. How do you know Sean Combs?
Generation. Frank Lucas was my godfather and his father, and then we both was in the music business for 30 years together.
So you personally know him?
Not who personally.
Sean Combs.
Not personally.
But you know of him. He knows of you.
Yeah, I used to be in Tupac, Hussein Fatal. He stopped a lot of my music. A lot of other people who didn't care about him. You understand? It's not around today.
Right. So
Stewart from Def Jam Records.
Mm-hmm. Been in contact with you. I did watch your. You made a lot of allegations, right? Are you expected to eventually turn those things over, or
Well, that's what we're going to head over to do now. So we have a hearing now to determine what we're going to do in terms of what documents we'll have to turn over and what documents we do not.
So why were you in court tonight?
Just to give testimony to the grand jury. He was subpoenaed by the court. So as we all know, if you don't answer a subpoena, the marshals will come to your house as they came to his house and they will bring you here. So that's why we're here today.
I know you can't mention celebrities per se. You did mention some in the interview. So just to clarify, you can back that up with actual factual footage.
We have, it's things that we have, but we got to go to the other courthouse. So I don't know if that's any more questions, but we got another hearing.
Are you nervous or do you feel cool?
Nah, I ain't never nervous. The only thing that's fair in me is God.
You made a lot of allegations.
So as you can see, that's them talking about you know how they got the tape. It was given to them, and then he responded to the kids talking about, oh, now you worried about your mama after the fact, but at the end of the day, it's people's truths coming out. And Diddy is suing them. Now I don't know if the book is true. I told y'all, I ain't gonna lie, I said something about this doesn't make sense. I said, listen, I'm sorry, I'm trying to do two things at one time. I told y'all, I said something about this doesn't make sense. Who are these people and how did they get a hold of this stuff? Now, according to Courtney, if I remember, he was saying that somebody gave it to him that was a close friend, or even somebody, somebody collected the memoirs from people who had them and gave it to him to publish. But why him and her? I've always wondered that. Now, it's been back and forth for a lot of people on who, on if the book is true or not. I think the book does have some truth in it. I do. But I don't know. Who knows? I read the book. Still got the book. It's on YouTube. So we'll see. We'll see. But Diddy, he might have him one here with this lawsuit, because he said he sent them a cease and desist. And oh boy, never deceased or desist. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Thank you, Divine Empress, for the super chat. Where I live, the fire chief is a black woman. Shout out. I hope she wasn't DEI though. Thank you, Divine Empress, for the super chat. Voo, do the step again, girl. Them people already about to take my head off because I said the iotas and the zetas jackets be wrinkled, girl. I ain't trying to have them people battle me, girl. Mango Gelato, thank you for the super chat. Hey, Voo, I love you. Love you back. And I love you back. Shantae, thank you for the super chat. I wanted to give membership, Voo, no option there. YouTube does this to me all the time. I'll enable to give memberships, and then all of a sudden the enabling goes away. Then it'll wait a while. Then it'll give me the option. They'll send me an email saying, hey, you want a way to earn? Turn on your gifting to enable membership. And it never, whenever I go back, like just now I was trying to go back to enable it again, I can't find the option to do so. YouTube does this to me all the time. And I believe it's because a lot of people give memberships on both of my channels. That's what YouTube does. They enable or disable my gifting of memberships. I'll figure it out. I'll try to figure it out. But yeah, I would probably have to wait like the last 4 times, wait for YouTube to send me another email saying, hey, oh, and by the way, you can do gifting memberships. It's weird. Y'all already know how I really feel about it, but But I'm sorry about that, Shantae. Sorry about that. Macon's Finest, thank you for becoming a new member. Thank you. Exquisite Empress, thank you for the super chat. I'm sorry. Thank you for being a member for 6 months. I really appreciate it. Hey, beautiful Voo and my dollhouse sisters and brothers. It's been a long time since I caught a live. Sending you all great vibes and love. Oh, I'm glad you're back. Life be life, and so it is what it is. Now, we got to move on from the Diddy stuff, because Diddy, hope you might need to win this one, because child, them people on your head. Yes, they are. Them people is on your head. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Now, what I want to do, does YouTube make money? Of course. Anything I do on YouTube, they make money. Child, anything I do on YouTube, they make money off of it. Of course. They take a portion, obviously. But let's move on. So, okay, guys, let's move on to the Bow Wow thing. Then we're going to get into the school shooter. So Bow Wow came out saying that he was the king of Columbus, Ohio. Now, shout out to Columbus. I don't know y'all like that. And this is no shade. Yeah. Let's move on. But Bow Wow came out and said he the king of Columbus, and I disagree. And let me tell you why. We have to, because it's the same thing in New Orleans. Listen to me and listen to me good. It's the same thing in New Orleans, and this is how I'm looking at it. In the city of New Orleans, people like to revere Lil Wayne as being the representative of New Orleans. When the facts of the matter are, that is the furthest thing from the truth. And let me tell you why. Because even though Lil Wayne is one of the most popular artists of today's time, not of all time, but of today's time that come out of New Orleans, Lil Wayne does absolutely nothing for the city of New Orleans. Fact. Okay? Lil Wayne does absolutely zero, are y'all listening? Nothing for the city of New Orleans. Never has, never will. But if you look at people who measure representation by popularity, they will tell you that Lil Wayne is, he's like the king of New Orleans. Master P, king of, furthest thing from the truth. To be completely honest, the locals in New Orleans do more for New Orleans than any of these people combined has ever had. Now, when we go to the Bow Wow versus Laveon Bell situation, I see it as the same thing. Bow Wow is the most popular from the city of what part of Ohio? Columbus, Ohio. But Bow Wow, according to what Laveon Bell is saying, ain't done a damn thing for Ohio. Now, they had people in the comments who was like, but that's not true, because when he come here, he sell out shows. That does zero benefit for the people of Columbus, Ohio. Nothing. It only benefits Bow Wow. So how in the world is that even an opportunity for anybody to even think that Bow Wow will be the king of Columbus? Shouldn't it be the people who actually give back to the community, the people who even think about the people in the community enough to say, you know what, my people need X, Y, and Z, so let me try to be that. That should be the king. But I understand with Black people, we are so engulfed in being famous and having our faces seen that we don't think like that. We think like, oh, well, this is the most popular person, so this has to be the one that we got to put up to the forefront. And that's just not that. So long story short, Bow Wow goes back and forth with Laveon Bell. And what he's saying is, I'm the king of Columbus, Ohio. And again, it's simply because he's the most popular, not nothing in between. But we're going to get into it. Y'all get the likes up. Let's get into it.
I'm the biggest to ever come from Columbus. I'm probably going to be the biggest to ever come out of Columbus. Hey, yo, it's time for you, like, bullshit, the bickering on that. Without even Atlanta, I don't want to hear none of it. Bro, let's bridge the gap and bring this together and get this cracking how it's supposed to be. Come on, bro. Pay like $500,000 for a mother suite for the city. I don't see ain't no Columbus that got that type of money to even host an event on a national stage. Like, yo, stop. Like, we not doing this. Columbus gonna forever be my city and my town. And so I see do 10 million or 14 million out the city, then you bigger than me. If you don't do that, shut up. Don't talk to me, bro. It's like, don't talk to me, bro. Ain't no, like, if you're not selling 14 million out the city, don't talk to me. I don't want to hear nothing. I'm the biggest to ever come from Columbus. I'm probably gonna be
This is the problem with that. Bow Wow is measuring being able to sell millions of dollars in ticket sales to being why he the king of Columbus. Who gives a damn how many arenas you can sell out? Of course. And to be completely honest, Bow Wow, this is me from the outside looking in. Maybe I'm not qualified to speak on it. But bruh, between you, Brett, Ludacris, for the longest, I thought y'all niggas was from Atlanta. Put a one in the chat. For the longest, I thought all y'all niggas was from Atlanta. Let's talk about it. JD, Jermaine Dupri, had all y'all niggas, girl, if we didn't go and find out the backstory, we all thought that y'all niggas was from the A. Period, per blank. It surprised me when I found out Brett was actually from Chicago. It surprised me when I found out that he was from Columbus, Ohio. And it surprised me when I found out Ludacris from somewhere up in the middle of the North too or something. I had no clue. Hell, at least Wayne will get on the album and say New Orleans every damn other minute. Girl, we didn't even know y'all was from these places. Jermaine Dupri, that nigga must be the GOAT for real. Jermaine Dupri took a whole bunch of foreigners, and I'm talking about from the land, from the city. Jermaine Dupri took a whole bunch of foreigners from other places in America, put them in Atlanta, and had everybody in the world thinking them people was from Atlanta. No cap. No cap. So with that being said, now you talking about I'm the king of Columbus, and I'm over here saying, but that wasn't what you were saying your whole career. Maybe he did and I missed it. I don't know. But I know when I was coming up and So Def had they run, because you know everybody had they run. When So Def had they run, I thought all them people on So Def was from Atlanta. Period, point blank. So I don't know why he feeling like he get to just come back and put Illinois on his back. I mean, not Illinois, but Columbus on his back. Because at the end of the day, if I'm in Columbus, I'm like, nigga, you wasn't repping us like you should have. When you was up and on top, nigga, you should have been repping us hard. Every time we turned around, y'all niggas was in Falcons jerseys. Let's talk about it. Come on, bro. Every time you turned around, all them niggas was in Falcons jerseys. Stop it. Stop the cap. Stop the cap. Somebody say, is JD originally from ATL? I think so. I think so. Now, that's another thing. Kanye was born in Atlanta, but raised in Chicago. He was born in Atlanta. I think he spent the earlier years in the A and then raised in Chicago. But honestly, I don't blame him for repping Chicago, because a lot of times what makes you is where you were raised at, not where you were born. Let me say that again, because I don't want that to go over nobody's head. A lot of time, what makes you who you are is where the environment you were raised and not where you were born. So, for instance, look at Gizzard from Real Housewives of Potomac. Giselle was born in New Orleans, but there's nothing about Giselle screams New Orleans other than the fact that she look Creole. There's absolutely nothing about her that screams New Orleans. So, being born there, okay, we give you that, but you don't have the culture ain't even on you or in you. So no, I don't blame Kanye for repping Chicago, because that's where he was raised. That's where he got all his formative years come out of Chicago. But yeah, he was born in Atlanta. Yeah. So, you know, like, but again, Bow Wow, and I guess this is the thing, it's complex with him because he come out as a kid. And as a kid, he was raised, I guess you could say, in Atlanta. But Bow Wow, by that logic, you can't sit up there and claim the king of Columbus when you didn't spend the majority of your time there. Yeah, Brad did. She did. You're right. Dagger Brad did. I'll give Dagger Brad that. She did. Somebody said Brad said she did. Brad did say coming from the 60644. Remember that? Chicago, she did say that. But she did it in a Falcons jersey. But no, for real, all jokes. We didn't know. We really didn't know. So look at Laveon Bell respond. Now, Laveon Bell is a famous football player. And apparently he one of those dudes who came and gave back to his city. And this is what he had to say. Check it out, y'all. Get the lights up.
I'm really at a loss of words. bro. Bow Wow, you say you have all this money. And what did you do with it, bro? What did you do with it? Because you definitely ain't helping. You definitely ain't helped the city with it. You ain't opened up a restaurant, no recreation center. You ain't helped the kids. Like, what did you actually do in the city, bro? For you to say, "Hey, yeah, I'm the king of the city." Like, nobody as big as me in the city. What did you do? You ain't do no features for nobody from Columbus, and you was a big artist. At one point, you was damn near one of the biggest artists when you were a little kid, bro. Oh. And you ain't do no features with no Columbus artists, bro. Bro, I didn't have football camps every year when I was in the league. I was having football camps every year. Bro, I put $1 million worth of turf in a whole stadium in Columbus, Ohio, bro. In Groveport, the school I went to, bro, a whole $1 million stadium, bro. What have you done? What has Bow Wow, Shad Moss, I don't know your name, bro. What have you done, bro? Yo, I'm really at a loss of words. I'm really.
All right, hold on. Before we get into the receipts, I'm with Laveon Bell. And let me tell you why. Laveon Bell got his money and came back and put back into the city, into the youth of the city. In my opinion, Laveon Bell have more of a leg to stand on than Bow Wow, whatever. Period. Because I find this too. Because Wayne did this too. Them niggas don't never go back, reach back, and bring up nobody from the city. Like he said, you wouldn't even get on a song with nobody from the city. Let's talk about it. And it ain't just New Orleans, and it ain't just Columbus. It happens in all of our cities. Them we only revere the ones at the top because simply they are the most popular. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, your impact on the city should be governed and judged off of what you do for the city, not who's the biggest that came out of the city. Hold on. So this is the receipts they're pulling out. Now, Laveon Bell said he's done football camps, and we all know young black boys need some type of something to get that aggression out, which I think is amazing. Now, look at what the receipts are for Bow Wow. Bow Wow had on a Browns jersey on his first album cover. Whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo. What does Bow Wow having on a Browns jersey do for us? If you from Columbus, Ohio, just think about it. What does him putting on a Browns jersey on the album does for the people of Columbus, Ohio? Yeah, LeBron from Akron. Look, Bow Wow didn't lie. 7 years old during sold out shows. Tours. Mr. 106 in Park. Look at how people measuring this. People are measuring it off of his personal accomplishments, not what he's done for the city. You can't put the city on your back if you don't do nothing for the city. But look at the people's logic. Bow Wow didn't lie. 7 years old, sold out tours, Mr. 106 in Park, Bow Wow. He is absolutely the biggest thing come out of Columbus. Now, that's two different arguments. Are we talking about who's the biggest that came out or who's Mr. Columbus? Because that's a whole nother thing. Somebody said, why am I seeing Bow Wow and Laveon Bell beefing over who's the greatest to come out of Ohio? Somebody said Bow Wow dated Sierra. Oh my God, my people. Starred in Like Mike. Oh my people. Made Shorty Like Mine featuring Chris Brown and played Kobe 1v1. His resume smokes Laveon Bell. I see why some people don't come back and do nothing for the people. I ain't gonna lie. Because when you look at the logic that I'm reading, you don't have to. You don't have to come back and do nothing for niggas. All you got to do is just make it. And it's sad. It's sad. Look at what they're measuring. Look. Bow Wow definitely bigger than Laveon. It was a point young niggas wanted to be like Bow Wow. Not the man who made it to the league and took his money and came back and helped your sons and your nephews. Got it. Everybody that knows Bow Wow is aware he's from Ohio, and Laveon thinking he's anywhere close to more recognizable than Calvin Cambridge is pure delusion. Brother, every single person aged 30 to 37 right now wanted to be Bow Wow growing up. Nobody except maybe his household wanted to be Laveon Bell, LMAO. I know that the way Bow Wow is perceived today is different, but y'all forgetting that the run this man was on. Wait, did Laveon Bell just say he bigger than Bow Wow? Someone help me understand how Lil Bow Wow can think he's the biggest from Columbus, Ohio. Thank you, and he has done nothing. When I say nothing, I mean absolutely zero. The only thing he can claim is buying box tickets to the Ohio State Natty, and all of a sudden, he's the biggest. Bro, so fried. I don't know who this young man is, but I would love to hug him. Or this young lady. I don't know who this is, but whoever you are, I would love to hug you because at least somebody, I was losing hope. I ain't gonna lie. I was losing hope, but somebody gets it. It's not all lost hope. It's not all lost hope. It's crazy how far a little communication can go. We all good and big things coming soon. So I guess Bow Wow done got on the phone with Laveon Bell and they done worked it out. Well, I'm glad they did. Let me say this, bro. You know, it ain't all our fault, but we got to take our own fault in some of the stuff. And it ain't just, this is bigger than Columbus. This is bigger than Bow Wow and Laveon Bell. We have to stop praising these people simply because of what they've achieved personally. The biggest person that should come out of your city should be the person who give back to the city, the person who stay in the city, the person who care about the city, the person who take and look at our youth and say something is wrong. Let me fix this. That should be the biggest person who comes out of anybody's city. Hell, Super Cent done gave back more for Christmas than Cash Money done did their whole entire freaking run. And they've been popping for 25, 30 years. Super Cent and Big Booty Judy done gave more back for the city of New Orleans during their back to school toy drive. I'm not even including all the other stuff than any of them people put together, Master P included. We have to stop putting these people on a pedestal because they're popular. Their popularity does nothing for the people of any city. I don't care what city you in. And then we wonder why we sit up there and we'll also turn around and be like, oh, this person didn't want to do nothing for the city. Oh, this person don't care about the people in the city. Well, why should they have to? All they got to do is put a jersey on or say I'm from there. That's it. That's all they have to do. And leave you in ruins. Nevertheless, let's move on. It was petty to even go back and forth from the beginning. Shout out to Laveon Bell for doing what he got to do with them kids down there. Because this is what I know to be a fact. This ain't what I think. This is what I know. This ain't what I think. This is what I know. When you go around to sports, basketball and football have the largest amount of black boys and the least amount of parent participation. I don't want that to go over nobody's head, so I want to say it one more time. As a sports parent, when you go to sports, children's sports, basketball and football, little league sports are predominantly occupied by black boys. I don't care what city you in. I don't care what town you in. Basketball and football is predominantly occupied by little black boys. And do you know that it has the least participation of parent support? What that means is that if they got 30 kids on the team, they probably got 5 or 6 parents there to support their kids. I'm not making this up. These are the facts. I've been there my child whole life. I've been there. If they got a team of 30 kids, maybe 6 parents are there to support their kids. You know what else that means? That leaves your child unoccupied, unaccompanied by a minor, okay? I mean, unaccompanied by an adult, and it also leads them to whatever vices that coach or whatever environment has to ruin your child. So I applaud any black man, I don't care who he is, any black man that takes that time and understand how those formative years in sports can literally make or break the future of this young black boy. And they say, you know what? I'm going to go back and I'm going to create programs because I know that 90% of those young black boys don't have a mama or a daddy that'll support them. Facts. Not just the daddy, the mom don't be there neither. As a matter of fact, a lot of these kids get rides from the coaches. The mom won't even drop them off. So in my opinion, and again, I don't have a leg to stand on. I'm not from Columbus, Ohio. But if anybody asks me, and I know nobody asks me, Laveon to me would be the biggest to come out of Ohio because his impact is way greater than a nigga sitting around wishing to be Lil Bow Wow. Look at Lil Bow Wow. What would being Lil Bow Wow make out of the people, the young black boys in Columbus, Ohio? Not a goddamn thing. Shout out to Laveon Bell. And that's just me, because I don't care about the popularity contest. I don't care about the popularity contest, so I don't partake into the BS, okay? Now, we got to move on to the final story. Esther, thank you for the super chat. Voodoo, are you still thinking of a meet and greet? Yes, I am thinking of doing a meet and greet. I hadn't gotten back around to it, but once I get this job stuff situated, girl, we up and running. Like we missing something. We up and running, yes. Lakeisha Ward, thank you for the super chat. She says, Voo, I've been following you for months and educating and impacting way you don't even know. I appreciate you, sis. Oh my God, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. That means a lot. That really does. It really, really does. Shout out to everybody in the building, y'all. Get the likes up. And Armand Rockmore, thank you for the super chat. Love you, Voo, down to the ground. Yes, and I love your back. And y'all already know how it go. Y'all already know how it go. All right, so we got to get into the unfortunate. So there was a school shooting, guys, at what's the name of this school? Antioch High School. There was a school shooting, and they said a couple kids were killed, and we want to go over this because normally when we think of school shooters, we normally think of white people. Let's just be honest. Let's just be clear about that. Let's be crystal. We normally think of white people. But for some odd reason, in this particular situation, the person is a black child. Now, before we get into why it is important for us to understand skin color is only one factor, and that he ain't even from Acorn, I want to get into the news of this shooting off the cuff, okay? So I need y'all to do me a favor. Number one, get the likes up on the video, please and thank you. And number two, subscribe to the channel if you're new, okay? Subscribe to the channel if you're new. So we're going to get into this whole thing with this school shooting. Unfortunate things happen. I hate that this happened during the school, at schools. I think that is disgusting. I think that children who get a hold of their parents' weapons and go to school and shoot people, I think that they should be held accountable. Yeah. I think that they should be held accountable, and I stand on that because there are so many things that you have to do when you have weapons that you need to do in order to assure that things like this do not happen. Okay, so let's get into what was going on with the school shooting. Y'all get the likes up on the video, please, and thank you. Let's get the video in the algorithm. I'm hungry. That's why I need to go on a diet. But anyway, let's get into it. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to everybody. All right, back it up.
Alert now, Metro Police report 2 students shot at Antioch High School. Megan Fees at the WKRN.com alert desk with what we know so far.
Yeah, Nikhil is just into our newsroom. According to Metro Police, 1 student shot 2 other students, then shot themselves. This is reported at Pinhook Road at around 11 o'clock. Again, Antioch High School. We do not know the conditions of any of the students involved or about any injuries at this time. We also don't know where in the school this happened, but Metro Police do say that this incident is contained to Antioch High School. We have a crew on the way right now. We are actively working to learn more. We'll have another update in just a few minutes.
Alert now, Metro Police report.
So as you can see, it was a lone shooter going to the school, and he unalived 2 kids, right? At the time of this broadcast, they did not know who the 2 people were. But as you know, shout out to the boots on the ground. The people were able to find some of those people, and there's some other footage going on. Let's get into some of that.
No, he shot himself.
So that was a moment when he shot himself. That's him. We don't need to get too far into that. And this is the perpetrator. But before we get into that, I want to show y'all some other footage. Hold on.
Came out of his bag. Came out of his bag.
Now, I don't know what this is. I got to read the caption on this. This a boy who had a blicky fall out his bag.
Oh, he is gonna get in some fucking trouble.
What is the caption on this? It says high school student drops a gun out of his book bag while horsing around. Okay. Here's one of the unfortunate victims. This is beautiful Jocelyn Correa Escalante. She was only 16 years old, lost her life today after a shooting inside of Antioch High School. Rest in peace to this young lady. And my condolences go out to the family. Nobody wants to hear those type of news. It's disgusting. And he unalived himself. So this is the young lady, Jocelyn Correa Escalante. Rest in peace to that beautiful young lady. And my condolences really do go out to the family because nobody deserves that. That's one of the victims. And I think I saw another one. Hold on. Oh, let me go back. That's one of the victims. And I think I saw another one. And then we're going to get into, here's some more footage. Dear God, thank you, Lord. I would never want to be in that situation. That's her. That's the girl I just showed y'all. That's so sad, bro. Like, you got to be a cold-hearted motherfucker to see a kid get unalived and not kill. You know what I'm saying? That's sad. Jesus Christ. All right. Let's get into the shooter, little nigga. This is allegedly the school shooter. It says Nashville school shooter Solomon Henderson's manifesto outlines how he admired Hitler, expressed hatred for Jews, and ashamed to be black. That's the little nigga right there. This is the alleged killer. Normally they don't give us the identity this fast, but because he a Negro or he's black, they say send him on out there. Now this is him. This is him as well. Take a look. Well, we don't need to see that part, but yeah. This the little Negro right here, okay? So with that being said, let's get into a little bit more about this young man. Is this him, the mass shooter responsible in Antioch, Tennessee, killing seven Kansas student? I'm sorry, y'all. Now, I don't know what this is. I don't know if I should read this. I don't know if I should read that. I don't want I'm sorry, I don't want YouTube to try to drag me down to the ground. But I guess that was one little piece of the manifesto. I'm not going to read that. How about that? Let's go over here.
High school on lockdown, as we do know that 2 students were injured in this shooting alongside the gunman himself, but no word about whether the gunman was also a student. According to our Fox affiliate in Nashville, the shooting itself happened inside the cafeteria. I wanted to share this with you. This is the aerial view that we've been dipping in and out of, but take a look at just the heavy law enforcement presence at the very entrance of this high school. You can see dozens of law enforcement officers. You see fire trucks, police vehicles, ambulances, and one of those larger crime scene investigation vehicles right there, as the helicopter is now still have the high school on lockdown, as we know that 2 students.
So that's some of the coverage surrounding this situation with this little boy who thought he was a clear man. I don't know what the hell he thought. Rolly, get off of here. I'm not talking about you yet. Hold on, let me get Rolly off of here. My bad, y'all. I didn't mean to soil y'all eyes with Rolly. On my mama, I didn't mean to soil your eyes. But anyways, I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm scrolling on here with y'all, but we gonna scroll it out. Let's get into it. This dude ain't from Acorn. This is not a Black American. I don't care what nobody says. And the reason why I said that is because there's something there. Hold on, before we get into the driver's license, there are a few things that I noticed about this little boy that tells me he ain't one of us. Let's start with, hold on. Let's start with the fact that he was doing this Hitler stuff. There are different social characteristics that we can use to turn around and say, they're behavioral characteristics who you can tell are who's who, right? And at the end of the day, I've never in my life of my 41 years heard a Black American do this. Okay? Tay Wood said Kanye does it too. What does Kanye do? What exactly does Kanye do? Because I'm going to be completely honest. If y'all are going to say that Kanye's, first of all, I've never seen him do the Hitler sign. Let's start that first. But if y'all are going to say his thoughts about the Holocaust and about who are the real Jews is anti-Semitic, then you obviously don't really understand. Y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand. And I'm not going into it because this ain't the time for that. Okay? But even if Kanye does do it, even because y'all saying Kanye done it, I've never seen it. I've never seen it. But even if he did do it, this is not indicative of Black American behavior. It's just not. We do not identify with no Hitler. On a collective basis, not even a small minority of us identify with that man. Okay? So with that being said, y'all can sit up here and try to use Kanye as a one-off, but as a culture, we do not identify with that man. As a matter of fact, to be completely honest, 99% of us don't even know the half about that whole situation. Most of us don't even, but I'm not even getting into that. We, as Black America, do not identify with this man. We do not say we hate those people. And we also do not do that. Period, point blank. Okay? So even if, y'all can use the yay thing, that's not the same. So let's start that first. That is not indicative of our behavior, number one. It's just like the Muslim dude who ran into the New Orleans thing. We don't do that. We just don't. Now, some people were pointing out his lining. That was another thing. The lining is a bit wide. The lining is a bit wide. So that's another characteristic trait that we can look at. Let's get the lining up here. First of all, our Black boys not going to school with their hair looking like that. Okay? Number one. Number two, the lining is a bit wide from side to side. Our linings don't roll like that. And some of the things that he was saying in his manifesto that I just read that I don't want to read on here, man, Black people don't even know about that stuff. We don't even know about the stuff that he was mentioning. And what I just read, we don't even. If I read it to y'all right now, some of y'all heard about it, but y'all don't even know about it. But SL said his lineup is definitely a red flag. It is. It really is. But see, what the media is trying to do is lump him in with us. Now, let me do you one better. Let's go to his driver's license. His license gives his full name, right? And in his full name, Solomon Samad Charlie Henderson. Solomon, pink flag. Samad, extremely bright engine red flag. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, we don't, but again, I don't know. Maybe the New York niggas, I know y'all like the Muslim names up there. I don't know. Where's this child from? Hold on. This child is from, ain't this in Nashville? So I don't know. I just know Black Americans, that middle name is a red flag to me. To me. Now, could he be a mixture of Black America and some type of island? Who knows? But that little boy is not Black American, like full on. It's just not. It's just not. At least I don't believe that it is. And the only reason this is important, because people are like, oh my God, y'all are starting separation. No, we need to start this separation, because what we're not going to do is, number one, have this be the image in the narrative about us when it's not us. Number one. And then number two, we're not going to make our youth think that that's the way to go, because that's what we do, because we don't do that. Certain things we don't do. And what he did is one of those things we don't do. Now you speaking my language, Lady Lisa. Who his mom and daddy? Who has a history on this little boy? Who was friends with this little nigga? Like, you know what I mean? Like, y'all ever notice when they start to come up with these people, they don't never give you no background. They just give you the person, the name, and just go with it. Where's the history on these people? Let me go show you this. Hold on. I've always thought like that. Like, we don't, all right, who, you gave me the person, but who is this person? Nashville break-in, Antioch school shooter. This him. That look at that boy ain't no Black American. That he is not no Black American. You can look at the side of his head. That little boy ain't from us. That little boy is not from us at all. At all. And I know you're getting bored. Let me stop. We ain't talking about that. But nah, for real, all jokes aside though, this little boy is not one of us. He's just not. Honestly, I don't know where he comes from. We're going to have to do the research on that, but he is not one of us. The social behavior, that within itself tells us that little boy is not one of us. Let me see. Now, look at this. This is what we found too. Look at this little motherfucker. Look. It says the Antioch school shooter Solomon Henderson made a bunch of references to other shooters, taking photos of himself, imitating their poses, and even dressing up as them. This is some weird shit. He might have let AI get into his head. This is him and Natalie Samantha Rupnow. Who she is? She a school shooter? I don't remember her. Henderson, this is him and her with the signs. Weird. I don't know. Something about this don't sit right with me. Something in the milk ain't clean. Yeah, something just ain't right about this. I don't know. Where his mom and daddy at? Who his parents? I need to talk to them. I need to hear them. What's the point I'm making of this? I don't give a damn what they say. I may not know a lot, but I know this.
He ain't even from Acorns.
He ain't one of us. We don't roll like that. Even our worst churn don't roll like that. That is not one of us. I don't know who this little boy is. I don't know where he come from. I don't even know if he's real, to be completely honest. But all I know is he ain't one of us. And what we're not going to do is, because we share melanin, is go around saying that we all the same, because we're not. Certain behaviors and certain social characteristics are different, and we're not going to take that on because he's not one of us. Period, point blank. And that's just that on that. And can't nobody make me feel like he is. He ain't one of us. But ultimately, at the end of the day, I feel bad for the people who lost their kids, if it's even real. But I feel bad for the people who lost their kids. I wouldn't dare want to be any of those people. God, no. Disrupting Reality NYC, thank you for the super chat. He appears to be African, nigga cell. This is the second teenage African male that has targeted women. Black males are being radicalized by red pill content. Now, that is a fact. Because I remember when that red pill content was super big, they were all talking about how they want to kill women, black women included, but kill women and all type of stuff. It could be. It definitely could be just that. Wouldn't put it past them. Disrupting Reality, thank you for the super chat. Seven, thank you for the super chat, my love. Vu, do you think something was mentally disturbed about that boy? Absolutely. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. You could look at that little boy's face and see something wrong with him. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Thank you, Dimple Pop, for the super chat. Now we will throw up our hood gang signs, but not no damn Hitler signs. Hell, like you said, we don't even know real shit about Hitler. Sad, for real, sad but true. And that's the Fendi fact. I know more about Hitler because I went and did the research. I read Mein Kampf more than once. So I know about Hitler. I know about, and I've seen countless and countless of documentaries. I know about Hitler. I know more than the average black person about Hitler, only because I independently went and did the research on it. Because I'm a history buff. I love that type of stuff. So, but I know if I spoke to the average black person about Mein Kampf, they won't even know what that is. You see what I'm saying? The average black person, if I walk up to the average black person and be like, oh my God, have you ever read this book called Mein Kampf? They'll be like, what? They don't even know. So, I think it's very important to arm yourself and educate yourself on a lot of things. Sometimes you don't have to educate yourself on certain things, but even if not, keep your ear to the streets. But also don't always turn your back on everything, because you never know what you're gonna need. And you never know, and honestly, to be completely honest, me knowing or learning what I have learned about that man, Hitler, when I see people speak, even the Hebrew Israelites, when I see the people talking about anti this, anti that, I hear it and understand it differently, because I understand a lot more than the surface that most people do, if it makes sense. So if people bring it up, but Kanye did this and Kanye did that, I don't want to get into the semantics of that, but Kanye wasn't all the way wrong. That's all I'll leave it there. He wasn't always wrong, all the way wrong. But with that being said, y'all, shout out to everybody in the building. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for being here. I got to get off of here. I want to go get my feet done if the people is open, because the roads are still iced. I'm still looking at snow outside the window across the street. So if the nail shop lady is open, I need to go get my feet done. If not, I just come on back home. I've been eating on this beef soup for the past 2 days, and it is so good. Oh, it's so good. It is so good. Anyways, shout out to everybody in the building. Love y'all down to the ground. I'm about to Joce y'all up out of here. Let me go run some errands, and I'll be back later on to go live. I don't have no reality TV to do, so why not? We gonna go live. We home. We might as well get up here and Joce, right? Love y'all down to the ground. I'll see y'all later. Y'all get yourself together. Get back to work and all of that. Peace out.
Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go! It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat. You know what I won't blaze up. Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wow, 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 wow. For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. Also for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your, wow, wow.
How you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.